Mega Kangaskhan EX is one of the biggest cards from this new set that's had the most impact on the standard format. While we've seen some cool contraptions with Kangaskhan using big healing cards like Monkey Dory, Absol, Fortress EX with Acerola, this brand new Kangaskhan stall deck just popped up at the most recent regionals in Brazil. And I know we all love our stall decks, not really, but in today's video, we're going to be looking at this crazy deck and seeing how this zero energy Kangaskhan deck wins games. Let's go check it out on Pokemon TCG Live. Could this deck be the new Snorlax stall? So welcome back to a Pokemon TCG Live Mega Evolution deck video, and today we're going to be looking at a Kangaskhan stall deck from the most recent regionals in Brazil. This deck was piloted by Lucas and Gabriel here, so credit to them for this deck. But this deck is pretty funny. It's literally just a stall deck. It's a zero energy Mega Kangaskhan deck. The whole point of the deck is you're just trying to basically run your opponent out of resources with the help of Handheld Fan, Crushing Hammer, while constantly healing your Kangaskhan. Now, Kangaskhan, we all know, is a pretty good card right now. It's doing really good in the regionals, and that's mainly because it's good with Absol, but it does have the ability to be extra bulky. It's got 300 HP, and it's a colorless Pokemon, so you can combine this with Bouffalant to make it take 60 less damage when there's two of these on the board, which effectively gives it 360 HP. You slap a Bravery Charm on it, you can give it even more HP alongside the stadium, Lively Stadium, to give it 30 more HP, giving this thing over 400 HP, making it basically almost impossible to one-shot unless you hit a fighting deck like Garchomp or Lucario. Other than that, you can just make this thing hard to KO, and you can constantly heal it over and over again with the help of Wally's Compassion. You can heal all damage from one of your Mega Evolution EXs, and then also there's the help of the Penny, which allows you to just pick up one of your basic Pokemon and put in your hand, so you just pick up the Kangaskhan and then, put another one in the active spot. The nice thing with this deck is it does have some draw. It's got some synergy. You got Run Errand, which when it's in the active, just draw 2 cards. It's a great way to accumulate more cards, allow you to do more combos, which is really strong. Now, I don't know how good this deck actually is, but I think it does have some good matchups, and any deck that just can't do over 400 damage really easily will probably struggle against Kangaskhan, in my opinion. You can really whittle away at the opponent's resources with the help of cards like Eri, Xerosic Machinations, and of course, stuff like Ruffian, which is really good, as you can get rid of special energy cards, and also stuff like the Handheld Fan, which is actually the MVP of the deck. This card is really good. There's definitely more cards I'd maybe like to see put in here, like Mist Energy would be good. There is actually a line that the Absol deck can take against this deck to beat you, and you can also maybe play Mimikyu to give you more outs to just stalling your opponent out of the game. Other than that, though, this deck is pretty hilarious, and I think it is pretty cool, so credit, once again, to Lucas and Gabriel for this really sick Kangaskhan stall deck. Now, before I get the video, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. If you're going to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over there. If you're going to get any Mega Evolution codes, still get your Mega Evolution codes over at Card Cavern, or you want to get an older set, Spiral Singles, stuff like that. Card Cavern's got all that over on their website. If you're anything over there at the checkout, use my discount code CODE to get yourself a 5% discount on your order to help the channel, help yourself out, and up Card Cavern. Check out Card Cavern, link down below. Also, shout out to my second sponsor, TC Evolutions. You want to get the awesome product they got on their website, their dice, their damage counters, ability markers. Great stuff to have when you're playing IRL Pokemon TCG. Check them out. Link will be down below. Use code LittleDarkFury over there for a 10% discount at the checkout. You want to help support the channel? Shout out my 2 sponsors. Also, you can check out my second channel down below for even more content from me too. I did a tournament report of how my run at Milwaukee Regionals went with Dragapult Charizard, and I looked at all the decks from the day 2 at the 2 regionals this past weekend. So check out my second channel if you haven't already. And hey, if you want to sub here to the main channel, I'd also greatly appreciate that. We're on the road to 90K/100,000 subs. You want to help me reach that sub goal? Subscribing down below would be awesome. So here is their list once again. There's no energy in the deck, so that's pretty cool. But again, though, I think Mist Energy should be good. So one thing that can come up is if you're playing against the Absol deck, there is one way they can win. Usually your line in that matchup is to use Handheld Fan and then just try to move the energy off the Absol and deny them KOs. They only play so many energy. Like, they have, 6 Dark in the deck. They have a couple Night Stretchers, maybe a Rod. If you get some lucky Eries off, you can remove them. But they can also use they can use Petron EX. They can poison the Absol, go double Monkey Dory, and they can Adrenabrain, and they can knock your Kangaskhan out. So they technically have a way to put damage on their board. So Mist Energy would probably be a really good inclusion in this deck. Also, if you randomly hit a Roaring Moon EX deck, it's nice to have the Mist Energy. Just in case, right? But overall, yeah, Mega Kangaskhan is pretty lit. This deck is pretty funny. The Shaymin is important because against Gardevoir, they don't play boss. So if you go Shaymin double Bouffalant, they can never Scream Tail your Bouffalant, meaning that they're just never getting around the Bouffalant's ability because you're just never taking prizes. You never give them Counter Catcher. So the Shaymin double Boof combo is pretty sick. If you hit the build with Bundle in it, you just bench 2 Kangaskhan and call it a day. Dragapult's probably winnable. You got the Bouffalant. Crushing Hammer Refine is really good because they rely heavily on Luminous and Nuyo upper energy. Handheld Fan goes hard in that matchup too. Like, overall, the deck seems good. I mean, you're going to obviously take a big fat L to Lucario and Garchomp, I guess. But other than that, I mean, I think you're fine at everything else. Maybe Sarah Ledge is a little tricky, but Sarah Ledge does struggle to one-shot you unless you have a Jamming Tower in the deck. A pretty funny deck, though. I think it's pretty cool. It might be the new Snorlax stall. Again, I wouldn't mind maybe seeing, like, a Mimikyu in the deck. I mean, you could try to incorporate, like, a Chi-Yu and a Fire Energy. Like, a way to mill your opponent isn't bad either. If you want to play, like, a Chi-Yu, I actually don't hate the idea. There's actually a lot more you can do with this deck. So, I don't know, if you're somebody who likes playing stall control decks, maybe this is one to try out for sure. I definitely think a Chi-Yu would be pretty good in here. Or, like, a way to get infinite resources back or mill your opponent isn't a bad idea. But on the base level, this deck is pretty funny. Let's go show it off and see what it's all about. All right, we hit the Mega Kangaskhan Absol deck, I think, here with our Kangaskhan strat. Let's see what we can do. Let's go run Aaron. Okay, we got Hammer and Pal Pad. I think we just bench this. Do I rip the flute? Debating ripping the flute. Because what do I want to put into play? Like, realistically, like, Monkey Dory's probably, like, because we're not doing damage. So, like, maybe we just rip the flute and see what we can do. Double Cornerstone. Don't mind if I do. And then we'll just pass. We do play, I mean, they play pennies, so, like, they can pick up their Pokemon. But I think it was fine to rip the flute. We just force more Pokemon to the board. I guess this does give them more outs to finding stuff now. I don't know. This matchup's kind of weird. I don't know how to approach it, but we'll see how it all goes. There's Latias. There's another Nest Ball. I basically just gave them a free Precious Trolley. Look at that. There's Absol. I guess I get attacked with Absol. We have to be a little mindful of that. We do probably want to get the flute on the Kangaskhan. We need to get our Bouffalant into play too. That's also pretty important here. Get the Bouffalant down. They give me a Town Store, which is interesting. They go into the Absol here. They might be able to start using their first attack. I think we just have the Crushing Hammer here and try to remove their energy. That seems pretty good. Try to move the energy off the Absol and hope for the best. I think that seems like a decent strat here. Could Eri... They have a nice big hand off the Lillie. I don't really like Eri, though. I mean, it's not terrible, though, to be honest. But they're just going to keep using Claw of Darkness, which is actually, like, pretty good against this deck, so we have to watch out for that. I think Crushing Hammer seems decent. Let's see what we top deck here. The Air Balloon. And we get to prize check here with this Town Store, which is pretty good. The Bouffalants are in there. Penny. I mean, most of the stuff, we have our Hammer, Scoop Up Cyclone. All right. See if we can flip heads here and remove the energy off of the Absol. We do not. Okay, I will draw some cards first before I do anything to see what we get. Countercatcher and Penny. The Countercatcher is less valuable here because the Latias kind of sucks. We could just... Arven. I want to get Bouffalant in play. If I don't have it. I think, honestly, I might just go for Eri and see if we can rip. Just an energy switch. I'll take it. That's, like, not bad. I mean, I guess the energy switch denies them the ability to go Absol, but they're just going to go into their Mega Kangaskhan. So we're going to have to figure out something to do against this. It really sucks not getting the Bouffalant down, because now they can just go into their Mega Kangaskhan, start swinging into me. We can Refine. I don't want them to knock this guy out, though. We can remove 2 energy off this guy, though. So maybe it works out. We can put the energy on the Latias. It's like fine. The Handheld Fan kind of puts in work here. Now we'll see. I mean, getting rid of their E-Switch wasn't bad. It's like not the worst card we can get rid of, to be honest, the more I think about it. All right. They could knock me out. They need double heads to KO me here. If they do get a KO, this is pretty bad. This is why it's not great we didn't get Bouffalant in play. Let's see. They got no heads. Let's go. So we can proc the Handheld Fan, and then we can, like, force Mist Energy on that. I don't think it matters too much. Because I'm probably just going to have the Wally here or something. Just heal the Kangaskhan this turn. Okay, there's one Bouffalant. I guess I should have Town Store before that, actually. That was misplay. Should have probably Town Store before I did that. I'll put that there. No Wally. Just pass. I could have also moved... I guess I could have moved the energy off the Kangaskhan and then refined That's maybe just a better play there, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I should have maybe just moved the energy off. I could have moved Dark or whatever off, put it on the Latias, and then... But then they penny it up. Yeah, maybe I could have made it so the Kangaskhan couldn't attack me if I went Ruffian plus Handheld Fan. Okay, well, now I get my misplay back. I think... I don't know what's in their hand, though. Now we'll see. They could knock me out, like I said. Honestly, Mega Kangaskhan is pretty good against this deck, just because they can potentially KO me. Which hopefully they don't. Oh, it's not looking good. Okay, one heads. We survived the turn. Alright, we can do this. Now it's our top deck. The Wally. The Bali. Let's see what we got. So I think... If we go Ruffian here, we can take the Mist Energy off, and then the Kangaskhan can't attack. I think we just do the Ruffian play. Let's do Run Errand. And then... Play Ruffian. Let's pass. Maybe should bench... Probably should have benched Bouffalant, but they could trap it. I have Air Balloon in hand, though. I should have maybe benched the Bouffalant, though. I don't hate that. We'll see if they go into the... I'll see if they attack this turn. No, they're going into the Absol. Absol can't attack. Oh, they have E-Switch. Never mind. They do have the attack. Oof. They found their second E-Switch. Unfortunate. They get to rip a card. I mean, what do they rip here? Realistically, it's probably, like... I would probably go with Pal Pad if I was my opponent, but we'll see. I think Pal Pad's, like, realistically the best card to rip here with the Absol. Sucks we can't get the double Bouffalant down without really stopping them. So let's see what they rip. Again, it's probably going to be... I would probably go Pal Pad, but let's see. Like, realistically, Pal Pad's best card to rip. They could do Wally, I guess, just to get... But I have, like... we played, like, there's, like, 8 outs to Healing Kangaskhan. It's got to be... I think it's got to be Pal Pad. No, they ripped the other Mega Kangaskhan. Interesting. I don't hate it either. It's not bad. Got to put in some work with Handheld Fan here, though. The E-switches are annoying, that's for sure. Getting the other Bouffalant down this turn would be nice, too, if possible. Just keep on thinning out the deck. Alright. Run Errand. We got Crushing Hammer. We'll go ahead and play that, see if we can remove the energy off Absol. We do. Okay, nice. This does deny them the attacks. This could be a good time to maybe go Eri. We can rip Eri here. Yeah, I'm down. Unfair Stamp. Cypher Maniac. Unfair Stamp was kind of a useless card to get rid of. I was hoping to get a Night Stretcher. That's why I wanted to see get discarded there. They may Iono me. Can I re-see their hand? Nope. They may Iono. We saw they had not, but they might Cypher Maniac, actually. They're probably going to do Cypher Maniac. Debating playing the Pal Pad. Don't think I need to, though. I think I'm just going to pass. I think it was fine to Eri, yeah. Just because I wanted to rip Night Stretchers super odd if possible. Seemed like it was decent. Not sure, though. If we had Xerosic, maybe I should have geared for Xerosic. Xerosic might have been a better card to play there, to be honest. I don't know. They had a lot of Pokemon in their hand, though. It's probably not. It probably wasn't that relevant. There's Turbo Energize. They're Bravery Charming. Okay. I actually thought they were going to play Turbo Energize there. Maybe they're going to retreat into Kangaskhan. And do, yeah, they are going to Turbo Energize still. I see. That's fine. This gives me another turn to work with, which is good. This gives me one more turn to work with. I could bench the Bouffalant. If I get double Boof here, do I ever bench it? Because then they only do 120 damage with Claw of Darkness. And there's the Night Stretchers. That's why I wanted to mill with the Eri. If for some reason they don't play Night Stretcher here, we could go Pal Pad gear and try to get Eri back and then Eri it away. Oh, they don't play the Night Stretcher. Okay. This is probably the turn we try to rip another Eri then. We're going to Pal Pad double Eri back. I'm going to see if I can rip their Night Stretcher there to deny them more energy. That seems pretty good in my books. That's going to be the plan. We draw all 4 Pal Pads even. Look at that. All 4 Pal Pad in our hands. Kind of crazy. All right. Town Store. Grab the charm. Run errand. Hopefully we get Eri's. Oh, we just draw into it. Even better. What's in their hand again? Boss. I mean, they have a bunch of boss in hand, too. So it's like, if I bench Bouffalant, they just boss kill the Boof. Alright. Pretty good. Get rid of their Night Stretcher. It's just one less energy they have to work with, which is nice. Should probably spread the energy out a little bit more. Like, move the energy onto the Cornerstone or the Fez next or something. Probably put on Fez, right? Because Cornerstone... Fez does less damage. We should probably put the energy on Fez. Because they can use Penny... The Handheld Fan does put in a lot of work, but they can, like, Penny here, which is, like, kind of annoying. They can, like, recover the energy. No, they're picking up the Cornerstone. Interesting. Not sure what, second Penny now? They're benching Monkey, that's fine. We're never going to worry about Monkey Dory ever. Let's see if they rip here. Probably Wally is the best option, but I have triple Pal Pad in hand. So, yeah, it's fine. Let's put one on that, whatever, it's fine. Let's see what our top deck is. The Nest Ball. That does get us another Kanga. Just thin the boy out of the deck. I'll just do Penny here, I guess. And there is the double Bouffalant. So we know they have triple boss in hand, but they're not attacked, but the problem is they're doing Claw of Darkness, then we're not using Handheld Fan. I think I kind of have to let them just... Yeah, I don't know if I can bench Bouffalant. I don't actually know if it's worth it. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. If I bench Bouffalant, they just go boss, knock out Bouffalant. Handheld Fan doesn't proc. Yeah, I think we just let them keep attacking into Handheld Fan. This is like my win con, I think, in this matchup. I'm kind of learning this deck as I play it. So it seems pretty good. They're going back into the Kangaskhan, which is good. Hopefully they don't play 3 switches. That would suck. We get another turn here. We can maybe try to Eri or something. I gotta be mindful of them playing Super Rod, because like, they probably have a Rod and a Night Stretcher. See if they do. Just a pass. Let's go. Free turn to do something. Debating what to do here. I don't even really want to Eri, to be honest. Because, like, realistically, what items are even left in their deck that we care about? Might just Pal Pad back the 2 Wallies. And his pass. I don't know. I could try to rip Eri there again. Pal Pad Eri back, but they're not really doing anything. Like, I don't really want to remove items. Like, Nest Ball is probably the only item they have left. Like, it's fine. They're probably going to get Rod here. As long as we can keep up the pressure with Kangaskhan, it's fine. I'm assuming they're going to get a Rod. If they play a Super Rod, they're going to find it. Or, best case scenario, it's prized. Hopefully they don't play Rod double Night Stretcher. This just gives them a lot more energy to work with. And they got energy for Absol. It's fine. We can move that off. Put on the Pheasantipity. See if they snipe here. Probably Penny. Penny is a pretty good card to get rid of, actually. Because then I'm forced to find Wally off the Pokégear. Yeah. It's fine. We put 2 back in the deck for a reason. Yeah, look at that. Boom. We just draw into it. It's so jokes. This deck is so dumb. It's so stupid. Pretty good. We did draw into another Penny, though. Honestly, there's a world where I didn't need to do Run Errand. I did have a decent chance of drawing one of my healing cards, so I wonder maybe if I shouldn't have done that. But they don't have a dark energy. How many darks are they down? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might actually be all of their dark energies. So they need to find another Penny here to get the dark energy back. Okay, they're going to Iono me? Sure. You can still accumulate a decent hand. And we got Eri. I guess we could still rip Eri. We go Eri. We get Lillie, too, to refresh our hand. We can play down the Lively Stadium, because why not? I could have Town Start, actually, to thin. Just, Eri doesn't seem correct, actually. We just Lillie, maybe? Yes, Lillie. I probably... Okay, that was just missequence on my end. I probably could have played that turn a little bit better. Could have played that a bit better. Because I could have went for the... I could have... Could have Lillied and then done Run Air. And that's what I should have done. So that was misplay. There's Cypher Maniac. Do they have any energy left? I think they have a Mist Energy. Mist Energy is refinable, though. This is pretty good. Yeah, missequence that. I could have had a bigger hand here, but they're going into Kanga. They could win this turn, which is a little scary. But we'll see if they have the energy. Yeah, there's Mist. See, if I can If I get Refine back, we're good. Chilling. Okay, we'll see if they do. No knockout? No! Okay. Yo. Dude, without Lively Stadium, we would have lost the game. That's actually crazy. We would have lost the game without Lively Stadium. Oh my god. Spooky times. I'll immediately Wally this. Maybe I should bench the double Bouffalant now. But we're not getting a value out of Handheld Fan. And they still have 3 boss in the deck. I'd rather them just take the risk and go for the knockout. I don't think it matters too much. Because if I bench these two, they can, like, boss it. I mean, if they hit it, they hit it. I don't know. But the problem is that they do it enough times, they're going to knock me out. I don't know. Maybe I should be benching Bouffalant. They did find another Dark Energy. Uh-oh. Okay, hopefully they whiff the KO here. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Just please flip 1 Tails. Nope. Oh, God. Okay, good. Whew. Scary hours. How much energy does this thing need? Okay. I was like debating putting the energy on the Absol, but they can still attack if I do that. Okay, Pal Pad's good. Do I ever get Refine back here to move the... Probably not. I think I just put the Wallies back. I don't know. I'm like debating getting rid of the Mist Energy again. Seems decent, but it's probably fine. And there's the Wally. I maybe should burn the counter... This doesn't do anything, but... Just to get rid of it, I guess. I don't know if that's correct or not. See if they have another energy left. They're down 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of their energies. Do they realistically have any left? Also, they're down their Night Stretcher, and they're down their E-Switches, probably, right? Yeah, I was going to say, surely they're out of resources now. Surely. Trying to think, what's the best play here? Gear. Eri, get some hand knowledge. Oh, their hand's just full of Pokemon in boss's order. Yeah. Yeah, so there's like no point of benching any of the Bouffalants. I don't know if I should be playing the counter catcher. Just to burn it, because they could have another, like, Iono, right? So maybe I should be burning it. Their hand is completely dead, though. It's just all Pokemon. They have 9 cards left, too. Let's see what they got. We have to work towards building up another thing. No, they're just passing. I guess they do get robbed. They only get 1 energy back anyway, so it's, like, not really good value. Another Wally. There's that. So we have an Arven here. We still have a Crushing Hammer we can play. We may as well use it. Might as well try to get rid of another energy. Can remove the Dark. Maybe should have Pal Padded there, to be honest. Get back Wally. I could get back Refine just to get rid of this Mist Energy again, but this is probably fine. I think I'd rather just make it so the Kangaskhan can attack. There's an Arven getting played. Let's see what they grab with the Arven here. Nothing. So that means they don't have a way to recover energy. And there is the scoop. Let's go. We are the superior Kangaskhan deck. Clearly. Let's get it. This matchup does seem a little scary because they can randomly win the game with Kangaskhan. And, yeah, honestly, though, without Handheld Fan, I don't know if we were winning this game. All right, we hit Gholdengo. So this matchup is probably just all about trying to run them out of SARs. We'll see how it goes. Our start is kind of mid. We can bump their stadium, though, and then... I mean, double Bouffalant is pretty important in this matchup, too. I think they're playing Togekiss, judging from the sleeves and the fact that they're playing Energy Search Pro. As I saw in their mulligan, they had Research Pro. We drew another Xerosic. Not the double Xerosic. Loki, I could play it, though. Let's get another Bouffalant. Only 2 in the deck. The Eries are in there. Eri is a pretty important card, I think, in this matchup. We could go into Kanga here. I guess I'll go for it. No, I can't go into Kanga. Well, I think I'm Arvening it. Well, I can go Balloon. Yeah, we'll do this, sure. Go into Kanga. I got the Balloon. For some reason, I didn't think we had the Kanga. We do have the Kanga. We do have a lot of HP. I need to accumulate a hand and do something. It's actually pretty good we're getting a decent little setup here. I guess if they try to build their hand, we just want to, like, chase them with Eri. Because they probably... I mean, hopefully my opponent doesn't kill me this turn. We have a lot of HP. We have 380 HP plus the double Bouffalant. Effectively gives us, what, 440 HP or something like that? Yeah, that's pretty good. So hopefully they can't knock me out this turn. If they do, it's a little annoying. They might have it. Gholdengo, Research Pro gets there. Maybe. Wait, is there enough energy in the deck? Ideally, they prize an energy or two, which helps even more. Because if their plan is to build up a hand, we can try to just chase them down with Eri and try to remove their resources as quick as possible. Oh, they had double Dengo. Didn't even need no Genesect. Oh my god. And yeah, I mean, that's the nuts. That's a pretty good starting hand. Yeah, Cypher Maniac, double Dengo, no Genesect. Okay, cool, man. Oh, don't kill me, please. If they get knocked out here, it is pretty bad. I need them to not immediately kill Kangaskhan. We have the... dude, they can get another stadium, though, the Cypher Maniac. That's like the worst case scenario. Bro, how is that their hand? That's ridiculous. I wish I drew this Hob when I played Dengo. They're going to go Stadium Research Pro. I don't know. Can they kill me, though? Maybe. Still have over 400 HP, right? Yeah, it's still fine. I guess it doesn't really make a difference, actually. Lively Stadium doesn't matter too much. Damn. All right, we'll see what happens. Yeah, we definitely just need to try to get Eri going as quick as possible and snipe their... just try to snipe at their retrievals. If they run out of retrievals, we can win. Best case scenario, they prize retrieval or two, or they also prize an energy for Research Pro. They get Genesect here, and they get Fez. I ain't taking prizes, little bro. Do they have Togekiss? No, there's Genesect. Are they attacking me here, or what's going on? The question is, what do I do with this hand? Do I dig for Eri? Like, Eri now seems kind of dumb. Because they did Cypher, like... We know 3 of those cards probably is not Eri-able. Because they still have, I mean, well, we don't know for sure what the extra card they Cyphered for was, but still. There it is. Do they have a knockout? Don't kill me, please. Don't do it. It's not looking good. We have 400 HP effectively. We have 410 HP. They have to do 450 damage to knock me out. Can they do 450 damage? Let's see. Not too sure. I'm too lazy to do the math. No, they don't. Okay, good. We survived the turn. Scary, bro. This Gholdengo deck is nuts. All right, what's our top deck? Shaymin? All right, let's go for Hammer first before I do anything. Okay, that's a good heads. I'll take it. You can bump their stadium. Nice. Second Kanga's good. Am I just going Wally here? Seems decent. Or Penny, too. That works. We're going to try to grind their resources. I think that's probably the best angle to take in this matchup. Hopefully they don't play Tool Scrapper, and I don't regret playing both my Bravery Charm down. They could have a Tool Scrapper in the deck. I don't know what Dengo plays nowadays, bro. Like, Dengo Togekiss probably plays Scrapper. I maybe shouldn't be burning my Bravery Charms for no reason. They are out of stadiums, though, so at least we do win the Stadium War. So Lively Stadium stays in play, which is cool. As long as we have over 400 and... If we have over 400 HP, it works out. There's one SCR. All right, can they knock me out here? Let's see. They do knock me out. It's pretty bad. Ugh. Not good. Let's see what they got. Can maybe sacrifice Bouffalants too. It's not bad either. All the Dengos are on board. Let's see what they're able to do. The more cards they draw, the better chance we have of sniping better stuff with Eri. We just need to snipe SCRs. We're chilling. That's the plan. Snipe the retrievals, hope for the best. Scary hours are ahead of us. They didn't knock me out with an eSearch Pro, which is good. That does give me a pretty big advantage, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have benched second Kangaskhan, to be honest. If they KO me here, it's pretty awkward. Let's see if they can do it. Again, we have 450 HP effectively. There's an Arven. Maybe I shouldn't have benched. I'm starting to regret benching the Kangaskhan here, to be honest. I don't think it was a good idea to bench Kangaskhan. Yeah, I shouldn't have benched it. Might have been a misplay. Because I'm honestly probably just going to push Bouffalant here and force him to attack into it. That's the plan. There's Vessel. How many energy did they put back? 3 in the discard, 1 on board, 2 out of the deck. Can they knock me out? Let's see it. Can they do it? Yeah, benching that other Kangaskhan was a misplay. Shouldn't have done that. Because I have to pick it up off the board now, probably. They don't take a prize here. We're just giga chilling. There's like no way they can win this game if they don't. Like, it's so bad if they don't take a prize this turn. Like, we're in a really good spot. They don't take a prize. Let's see if they can do it. They need so many energies. This is one thick Kangaskhan, bruh. 410 damage. So they need a lot. They need like 9 or 10 energies. A lot. They need 200. 8. They need 9 energy. They need 10 in total with the attachment for turn. They need 10 energy to knock me out here. They ain't got it. They ain't got it like that. Yeah, they need like 10 energy to kill me. Now, they can get 10 energy with double retrieval. Maybe they can, actually. Yeah, they may be cooked here, actually. If I keep healing... Honestly, if they still had Lavencia, this would have been pretty bad. Maybe we do just win by just out-resourcing them. There's an Eri. We could play that to rip a retrieval. I don't think they have one in their hand, though. It's unlikely. We just Wally and pass. Because, yeah, like the only way they can knock me out is with, like, double retrieval plus super rod to get 2 energy back. But they also burn their Vessel. I think we just... I don't know if they can ever one-shot a Kangaskhan without burning 3 retrievals. But if they do that, I just can't lose. They might have just... I think we're going to win, actually. I don't think they have enough juice to KO 2 Kangaskhan. Like, I'm thinking about it. They only play 11 energy in total. They need 10 to knock out a Kangaskhan. Now, they could boss one of my Bouffalant. So, that is something that they could do. They could boss a Bouffalant. I actually don't have my other 2 Bouffalants in the deck. They're prized. So, they do boss Bouffalant here. It's pretty bad. They could go down that route. Yeah, they could boss a Bouffalant. So I don't have my other one in the deck. That is pretty bad, actually. Prizing a Bouffalant here might have griefed us. No, they're just attacking into Kangaskhan again. Maybe they just don't know what's going on. Because now they're just burning 2 retrievals for no reason. Like, this seems pretty good. If I just heal here, like, we can't lose. Might as well play that. Take more energy off their board. Hey, and it flips heads? Let's go. Good Crushing Hammer. Okay. Let's draw 2 more cards. Nice. Can even just Cyclone this. I guess the way the game plays out, I could just bench a second one now. Like, it's just, there's not much they can do. Still have Eri or Xerosic to play. Honestly, I'm down to just Xerosic. I don't think they have a retrieval in their hand. They're not drawing that many cards. Like, looking at their last turn, they did, like, 1 coin bonus. So there's, like, no items in their hand. I think I'd rather just Xerosic and make their life even harder. Make them remove 2 cards. Like, I'm going to call their... But they don't have a retrieval in their hand, so I'm not going to bother doing Eri. I honestly don't know if we're ever going to get to use Eri. Like, they're just... Unless they were spamming coin bonus, like, I would Eri. But they're not doing that. So, like, there's no reason to Eri. There's no items in their hand. I doubt they have a retrieval. It's very unlikely. Now, see, if we had MF Sisters, the Misfortune Sisters, it'd be a different story. MF Sisters would be broken. But, yeah, I think they're cooked. They should have just been bossing my Bouffalants. If they went boss Bouffalant, I would have been in trouble. Because I have no way to recover Bouffalant. I have no way to take prizes. So, theoretically, I can never get a double Bouffalant down if they... Now, they didn't know that I prized a Bouffalant. They also probably don't even know what this deck looks like. They probably don't even know what they're playing against. They probably don't even know how many Bouffalants I play. Okay, well, now they go after the Bouffalant. I say all that, now they chase it. But it might be a little too late for this to matter. Because now they have to burn another SCR, which means they can literally never KO a Kangaskhan. Or they can never KO 2 of them. So I think we just win now. Like, I think the game's just over now. They also need a lot of energy to knock this guy out. I'm pretty sure Bouffalant... Yeah, Bouffalant works with itself, I'm pretty sure, right? Ooh, a nice stretcher. That's a valuable discard, too, with that retrieval. No, they're just cooked. Well, they can knock me out. 200 damage. Yeah, they can discard 4 energy. But they can never KO 2 Kangaskhan's now. So I think we just win. Like, I think that maybe if they had Togekiss, it's... I don't know. I think they just lose. There's no way they can... They have 1 retrieval left. Like, how are we losing this? I have no Bouffalant left, but I don't know if... Like, I don't think it matters. Like, I just don't see how they're dealing with 2 Kangaskhan's now. I don't think they have enough energy to do so. So... Might as well just do this. I mean, they have an air balloon. They have bare air balloons left. I might as well just do that, just to, like, do that. There's no other... I mean, the only supporter to play there would maybe be Eri, but like I said, unless, like, I could have maybe taken a gamble, they prized their last retrieval, it's, like, no point. Like, I don't think I can lose. This game is basically just over. They can never KO 2 Kangaskhan. They could try to turret, but they can't even stop Togekiss. They discarded their rare candy. That's fine. But you still have to go through 2 Kangas, which you just can't do. I think we just win. I think it's just game over. I don't know, like, what's the best action they could... I think the best action they could have taken is they had a hope that they could one-shot Kanga. If they ever KO a Kangaskhan with a E-Search Pro, then yes, we are in trouble. If they ever KO Kangaskhan with an E-Search Pro, then I do think we probably lose this game. But now they're out of retrievals. We literally can't lose now. The game's literally just over. I could just sit here and pass. They're out of retrievals. Unless they magically have, like, more, I don't know. I think it's just GG's. There's no way they can win. Maybe they, I don't know, maybe they just didn't see any out. But, like, had they managed their resources better, we would have won the game. They would have won the game. Because if they ever save Lavencia, they can go Lavencia double SCR. If they can ever go E-Search Pro, kill Kangaskhan, and then they go double retrieval Lavencia, kill Kangaskhan, they could easily do that. It is hard to do it, though, I guess. They have Cypher Maniac, though, to stack the deck. I don't know. They definitely, if they managed their resources better, I legit think they still would have won the game. But I don't think they did, and I think they're just going to get punished for it. So, I mean, there's no way they can win. They're out of retrievals. There's nothing they can do. The game is literally just over. For fun, we're going to play... Ooh, we even got Crushing Hammer just to rub it in. Oh, my gosh. Chill. And we flip heads just to be even more devious. All right, we might as well Eri for fun. They have 2 energy. Not killing me. You hit me, I just heal. It like, doesn't even matter. The game's over. We win. Yeah, Gholdengo does seem like one of those matchups where you have to get lucky with Eri. Or, like, the E-Search Pro build is probably a lot scarier than the Rock build. Because they can tactically knock you out. With the Rock build, they're just randomly drawing so many cards, you're bound to snipe a retrieval with Eri. So, I think this deck is heavily favored into Rock Dengo, but slightly unfavored into Togedengo if they manage their resources really well. Which they didn't do. But against Rock Dengo, they don't have a good way to find a knockout quickly enough where they're just constantly drawing cards. You're most likely going to get a really good Eri against them. All right, we hit Alakazam. Whoa. We don't play Mistent. Wait, do we just lose? We're going to play... No, we have Xerosic. Okay, this is a weird matchup. They actually kind of put on a lot of pressure, but we have Xerosic. So, like, technically, we can't lose. If we had Mist Energy, we'd just flat out win. Because even if they had E-Hammer. Okay, so we do need to get double Kangaskhan down if possible. Bouffalant doesn't do anything in this matchup either, so we just want to make the biggest Kangaskhan known to mankind. We just need to make a giant Kangaskhan here. Seems like the plan to me. They have to Dunsparce. Do they have infinite resources? Wait. I don't know. Let's bump their stadium pass. This is the best we got. 380 HP Mega Kangaskhan. We just gotta hope my opponent can't knock me out in one hit. If they use the Dunsparce, do they have infinite resources? Can they never deck out? Maybe a problem. I don't know. We need Xerosic to win this game. This game is super winnable with Xerosic's Machinations. So hopefully we get to use it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Because we can't really run them out of energy. I guess we could theoretically run them out of energy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We just want to time this really well, I think, and we're chilling. Just save the Xerosic for the right time. We're cooking. We get Refine here. We could play. Get rid of their Enriching Energy. Not that it matters. They have to get 38 cards in their hand to knock me out or whatever, right? Like, they need that... well, not 38, but they need a giant multiplier to KO me. Bouffalant doesn't do anything because it places damage counters. This is a weird one. The Alakazam matchup is kind of crazy, not going to lie. Erie's pretty good, too, actually, to get rid of their items. Okay, let's see, we draw. Flute. I mean, we could play that. I guess we could try to... I don't think that's going to work. I was going to say we could, like, Flute Trap them. I don't know if Flute Trapping works. Because we, like, Flute stuff in a play that they can't put the Dunsparce on the board. And I guess that could technically work. It's going to be a little tough to do that, though, when everything's in their hand. So I don't know if that's actually going to work, to be honest. Just pass. I could Xerosic now. Maybe I should be doing Xerosic now. Maybe I should just be Xerosicing now. I don't know. I don't know how to approach this matchup. This is probably a very rare matchup. I'm pretty sure this person didn't play against Alakazam in the tournament. I probably should be doing Xerosic whenever I get the chance. Maybe I should just be playing it. We'll definitely play it next turn, that's for sure. If they knock me out here, it's pretty bad. They actually might have a KO. They might actually get the knockout. They're doing 340 damage right now. That's not good. Maybe I should bench a one-prizer in case, just in case. Well, we'll see. We're definitely going to play the Xerosic and hope for the best. Yeah, maybe I should have played it last turn. Maybe we should just try to spam Xerosic as much as we can. They have 17 cards in hand. They need 19 cards to knock me out. They have 19 cards. That's pretty bad, because they can get to Dunsparce. Or Enriching Energy again. Uh-oh. I think they have the knockout here. It sucks that this guy does nothing in this matchup because they're putting damage counters on. No, they have... Okay, well, now they definitely have the knockout. They have the Artisan, too. This is not good. Bro, this is, like, actually not great. Oh, my God. This is so bad. There's the 19 cards they need to knock me out. We just Xerosic and pray, I guess. It's the best I can do. Xerosic's Machinations and pray. They got to, like, turn 3. Already 19 cards in hand. Not like this. Maybe, like, Xerosic Countercatcher if we can find it. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain. You can take 4 cards, because you're getting Xerosic anyways. Go have at it. The more you have, the merrier. I was, like, debating if we wanted to do that or not. I think it's fine. They got the Kiss out. Uh-oh. I can't put a one-prizer in the active now. Crushing Hammer plus Trap Tokus with Countercatcher seems okay. This is not good. Honestly, the bigger their hand, the better, because it's just going to make our Xerosic even stronger. Then we can Pal Pad it back. I don't know. Maybe we should just be playing Xerosic whenever we get the chance. They ain't going to see it coming, bro. They ain't going to see it coming, bro. They ain't going to see the Xerosic coming. This is actually pretty funny. I don't know if it's going to matter, though. Honestly, this matchup seems pretty chalked. Doesn't seem like a great matchup overall. Because we don't play Mist Energy, bro. Where's the Mist Energy at? Why is there no Mist Energy in the deck? Oh, my God. Honestly, if they flip heads, they just get more cards in their hand. I'm okay with this. Yeah, take your 4 prizes. You can have more cards. Then I'm going to hit you with a nice big Xerosic Machinations. Countercatcher Xerosic is ideal this turn, I think. Crushing Hammer is a good start. I think I'm just going to Pal Pad after I play the Xerosic. Yo, this is pretty funny. All right, all right. 25 cards in hand. Get Xerosic. Oh, yeah, let's go. Get rid of that hand. Nice try. The benefit of this is they just accumulated such a big hand. Now they have to really manage their resources because they're getting rid of a ton of cards here. Now, they do have Tulip and stuff, so honestly, they could still maybe knock me out. This is why it would be nice to get Countercatcher plus Crushing Hammer heads. But we didn't flip heads in the hammer, so it's just not happening. I mean, we got to sit here and wait. They're going to take a while. They have a giant hand. There's 25 cards. Holy moly, bro. And they probably kept like a Tulip in their hand. So it's actually still realistic they could knock me out next turn. I don't really need the Arven anymore. I don't really care about that. All right. What a goofy game. We got a Crushing Hammer. See if it flips heads. There we go. Okay, well, the question is, do I get rid of the Enriching or the Psychic? Honestly, it's probably best to just ditch their Enriching Energy, so they can't use it to build up a big hand next turn. This is so bad. But I don't know. They only have 14 cards left, so theoretically they can't build up a big enough hand to knock me out. But they have tulips. Oh boy. They got rid of a tulip. Oh, I didn't even see that. I mean, that was a pretty satisfying Xerosic, though. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to win this turn. It would have been good to get another Lively Stadium down, right? So we can Lively Stadium and remove their Artisan. Let's see if they can win this turn. They actually might be able to win this turn, which is kind of scary. We just Xerosic them, and they still might win the game. It's not looking good. We needed Lively Stadium there to actually maybe have a chance. Yeah, I think we still lose. I think I had to get rid of the Enriched Energy, but yeah, I think we still lose this. It's not looking too good. 20 cards in hand, 200 damage. Oh my gosh. Getting rid of the Enriched Energy was a good start, though. Yeah, it's not looking great. They might actually just win this turn. That's crazy. This is pretty bad. Oh my gosh. The Kangaskhan deck. Uh-oh. Another Dunsparce. Okay, maybe they can't win this turn. Their hand's too small. Yeah, okay, good. They can do it next turn. Okay, I think at this point, I can't bench anything else because I can just win by going boss. Let's run errand. All right, we got the Lively Stadium. There we go. We can Wally. Pass. Oh boy, this is sketchy. I need to find Eri or Xerosic. Ideally Xerosic, obviously. All right, let's see. I don't think they can win. There's not enough cards, right? 6, 18. Technically, they can't one-shot a Kangaskhan, right? Might be safe. All right, let's see what happens. This is such a weird matchup, dude. If we played Mist Energy, we'd probably win. But they had an Enhanced Hammer. It's obviously not great, but still. We can Eri it away, we'd win. This deck maybe should play one copy of Mist Energy, just to be able to protect your Kangaskhan from, like, Mooney X and, like, this. Yeah, they can't win. 14 cards, not enough. This is a good time to find Xerosic Machinations. Can't Penny. Well, I could, but what's our top deck? Arven. Rather make Kangaskhan in there. Okay, I guess we can Penny. It's fine. For some reason, I didn't think we had a Kangaskhan. I guess we could just heal until we find Xerosic. Or we could try to run them out of energy. Crushing Hammer, flip heads one time. There we go. Because that's almost all their psychics. This game is wild. Is it ever correct to play Handheld Fan? No, they could... I think we have to keep slamming Bravery Charm on the Kangaskhan. They can still technically win the game if they have, like, a Tulip, right? 13 cards, 14. Tulip would be plus 3. Yeah, maybe. I think we should probably just keep putting Bravery Charm on. Handheld Fan's not bad here, though, because then I can just put the energy on the Togekiss, then it can't attack. It is risky, though. But maybe they can never knock me out again in one hit. So, maybe I should be doing Handheld Fan. Maybe. Run them out of energy. Maybe it's possible. Ooh, I didn't get the healing card. Uh-oh. I might just be game over. We whiffed the healing card. Oh, crap. Do I just... Oh, we have Scoop Up Cyclone, though, right? I think, hopefully it's in the... I'm prize check it. Okay, good. If it was prize, it would have been pretty bad. Okay, the Ace Spec just saved us. Maybe I should Handheld Fan, just to, like... Yeah, you know what? I think it's safe to play Handheld Fan here. Because then if they do attack, we can just force it off and just put on, like, Tokus or something. Yeah, we'll play the Handheld Fan. I'm down. They only have so many energies left, right? Are they... Oh, man. Are they never decking out, though, because of the Dunsparce? If they can't deck out, we can't win. Okay, they scoop anyways. All right, never mind. Actually, no, I guess it doesn't matter. No, I guess they can... They don't have infinite resources. Either way, we won. All right, that was a sketchy match. Without Xerosic, we had no way to win. There you go. That is the Kangaskhan stall deck in action. Is this as good as Snorlax was? Probably not, but it is still pretty good. The built-in draw engine Kangaskhan gets with its ability does help, and it is the bulkiest Pokemon we can technically make in the game right now. The one change I would make to this list, I really want to play a Mist Energy and maybe a Mimikyu, just to give you more ways to win the game. You could play a Cornerstone also, but I think Mimikyu is slightly better. Mimikyu, sometimes you could just randomly win a game with Mimikyu. You can thin out their resources and then just drop a Mimikyu for game if your opponent mismanages their resources. So I think one Mimikyu and maybe a couple Mist Energy would go a long way, because I did realize one thing that can happen against the Absol deck is they can use Petron EX to set up double Monkey Dory, and they can effectively just knock you out terminal period. So I think you should probably play Mist Energy in this deck, because you do lose to the Tor deck otherwise, because if they can go Petron, double Monkey Dory, they can poison the Absol, and then they can Adrenabrain knock you out, and you're forced to heal, like, effectively 40 damage to deny them doing that. So I really think this deck needs to play some Mist Energy, and a Mimikyu, I do like the idea. But other than that, this is a pretty hilarious stall deck. It's honestly not too bad. Unfortunately, I didn't see any, like, Dragapult or Guardian on the ladder, though I'm assuming those matchups are favored because you do have Shaymin and double Bouffalant to help against Gardevoir, and then you do have the ability to just run Dragapult out of resources with Ruffian and all the healing you have. Like, Dragapult struggles. Like, the Dusknoir build might be a little bit more sketchier, but overall, I think that matchup is, like, decent if you can manage your resources well. But yeah, that'll be for me on the Kanga deck from the Brazil Regionals. Crazy deck. Shout out to the people who made it. Crazy stuff. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We're on the road to 84K/90K/100,000 subs in the channel. If you want to help me reach that sub goal, subscribe down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Check out my second channel for even more content from me, too. I did my tournament report for how my Milwaukee Regionals run went with Dragapult Charizard, and you can check out the video where I looked at all the decks that made day 2 at Milwaukee. So check that out. Check out my sponsors. Use code LittleDarkFury. Catch you later. Bye-bye.